Craig, I've been billing this game. I don't know why the college NCAA hasn't called me for a marketing job there. I've been billing this game as a religious war in Sin City. The BYU Mormons and the Notre Dame the Catholics, something's got to give here in Sin City. Talk to me about this game. Before you do, though, we got a new Caesar Sportsbook promo for us here on the Power Hour, up to $1,250 risk-free on your first bet. All you got to do is use the promo code MORNINGFUL. That'll get you right there. Get you into $1,250. Use the link in the description of the video. You click on it, boom, bang, pow, get you right signed up. Guys, this is the last chance you're going to be able to get this. But giving it out all week. If you haven't got it yet, shame on you. Free 7-day consensus report. All you got to do, text your full name, 614-810-7522. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine the people in Vegas are like, I got an idea. We're gonna host. We're gonna host
Hear me out.
two religious schools in Sin City. People are like, oh, they'll never go for it. They're like, let's write an extra zero at the end of that million instead of 1 million. Yep. Make it 10 million, and they'll show up. And what do you know? Notre Dame and BYU both show up, and those fan bases travel. It's going to be a lot of blue and gold and green in Notre Dame, and all the bars and restaurants going to be full town with fans.
Vegas is kind of already a melting pot as it is. Everybody's from everywhere anyway. It's hard to find somebody originally from Vegas nowadays. Yep. And BYU, for those of you who don't know, in Utah, I mean, it's their neighboring state. I mean, it's a 4-hour, 5-hour drive maybe. It's not far. And that fan base, both fan bases, to your point, travel well. But go ahead.
I was shocked, though, to be very honest, that the line was 3.5. I think a lot of people saw that Notre Dame North Carolina game and was like, hey, if they can go to North Carolina and just do they just ran the ball right down their throat. They can, they'll be able to do it. Now, they were off last week. I think that's a pretty big edge. I would basically say Utah State was off last week. They played BYU. They played Utah State, so that's not very hard. But these are two teams that I think are very evenly matched. And, this is neutral field, so there's no 3 points for the home field. So Notre Dame, I think this should be a pick'em game. Yep. I'm taking BYU plus the 3 points, 3.5. I think they by far have the better quarterback. This is a quarterback that almost beat out Zach Wilson. Remember, I mean, he was playing two sports. If he didn't play baseball, this is a kid that would have beat Zach Wilson out. There's a lot of people that say that. So, I mean, this offense can score. Now, they have been susceptible to giving up some points. I mean, if you watch the Oregon game, Oregon did whatever they wanted against them. It was kind of in a tough spot. They had a brutal early schedule. When you're out of conference, remember BYU's headed to the Big 12 next year, but when you're in non-conference, when you don't have a conference, you just have to find good games. And that Oregon game was a tough one. So I think BYU wins this game. And let's just say I'm Catholic and I'm a Notre Dame fan growing up. So not as much anymore. So I really think BYU is going to win this game at 3.5. I also think the total, I think it's a little too high. I think both of these teams want 51. To run the ball. I think it's going to be a little lower scoring. I was thinking like 24-20, 24-21 that BYU wins, but I think the better play, take BYU plus the 3.5. I think when you comes down to it in close games, which I think it'll be a close game, give me the better quarterback. And BYU has the better quarterback.
I do a lot of same game, like 2-team teaser type situations. I do a lot of that. So like on a 6-point teaser, you're going to give me BYU plus 9.5 and then under 57. I'm going to take that all day. But I'm on BYU money line, just straight up sprinkle alert.
If it wasn't Notre Dame, if you just took the stats off and it was BYU versus another team with the same stats, BYU would be 3.5-point favorite in my opinion. Yeah. But because Notre Dame bettors are so big, it's such a big public team, you have to, instead of getting, maybe even money to that plus, like I said, I think BYU should be probably a 2 or 3 point favorite. I think this is why you get it.
I love it. Guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Picks and Parlay Power Hours here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern.